Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Everyone's having a wonderful day. I know that I said that I was looking into Gnostic and esoteric beliefs, and I've been kind of directed to go another direction and kind of stay with my story because I remember at one point I said that, I only just touched I just barely touched. I just kind of smoothed over the top, gave a summary, basically. But I've been guided to dive in deeper into my story regarding the Gnostic text and the esoteric. Just get some books. Look at, there's a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube. But, the Gnostic goes over the Archon, which is the Matrix, and Monad, which was Jesus' beliefs. And esoteric goes into, I was looking at Mary Magdalene, but also the Gospels of Thomas and the Gospels of Philip, which go back to the third, Gospel of Philip goes back to the 3rd century. And right now I'm reading Enoch, the 7 angels that fell. And then there were giants, the Nephilim, and how that just kind of took over the earth, the giants, and that's where Noah's Ark came in. So go and just research, look at the information. It's very interesting. It even brings in more things about the resurrection of Jesus. Just some differences. Just go in and do your research. It is very interesting. But I'm going to stay with my story and dive in deeper. A lot of people that lived my life would have probably just threw in the towel and said, oh, screw it. But what I learned in life was when life hands you lemons, just make lemonade. Just make lemonade. Get up off the ground, dust off those hands, and just get going. Learn your lesson. Learn your lesson. And learn your lesson well. Because if you haven't, you're just going to keep looping and looping and looping. You want to learn your lesson, alchemize it, and move on. Just move on. And that's what I've done my whole entire life. Is I've moved on. I'm not going to stay stuck. Stuck in life, get unstuck from within. How to do that is you've got to go within yourself. Go through the awakening process. And then when you awaken, and now it's the transition. The transition. And that's where I'm at right now, is the transitioning side. And I just kind of laugh anymore because Father sends me tests all the time. And the goal is to pass the test, right? And before I would be like, and now I'm like, another test. Okay, Father, I got it. You want to see if I've learned my lesson before you transition me. I got it, Father. I got it. And I do. Am I going to make mistakes? Yeah, I'm human. I'm human. gone over my awakening process. I went over universal law, Thoth's Emerald Tablet, the Hermetic Principles. The Hermetic Principles is primarily a very good tool to use to go through your awakening process. Because the first thing you got to do is change your mental attitude. You got to change it. Turn off that news. Turn it off. You know what surprised me is I was talking to my oldest daughter, and I said something about her husband in the news. She goes, "Oh, Mom, you don't watch the news anymore." I'm like, "Oh my goodness, no? All right." And then when I visited my other daughter, she's like, "No, he doesn't listen to the news anymore." And they're not like, right? And they want to look at Enoch and the principle and Nephilim and the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, so I found a good book at BAM, and I bought that, and I've been going through it. And I told her, I said, Enoch talks about what happened, finding other things that are happening with Revelations past that. And she goes, "What, Mom?" I go, yeah. So get the books, do the research. I am just trying to enlighten myself, because we have Christianity, and then we have spirituality. I'm spiritual. For many years I was a Christian. Oh my goodness, yes. But I went from church to church to church to church, and I just could not find a church that talked to me, that just enlightened me, that just made me burn inside. And then I realized the reason why is that I'm spiritual. It's within me. I don't have to go to church. No, it's within me. I go within myself. Spirit is here with me every single day. God is with me every single day. Every day. But I'm going to go back. I'm going to continue my story. And do I have a story to tell? Till the next time, have a beautiful weekend. Love you guys.